Well, I hope this is going live. We This is my first time, and my name my name is Ruth Kent, and I am here today to share with you little tidbits, little information. Sorry, and I just want to say thank you if you're joining me. Um, Hi, Susan. Good to see you, babe. And thank you for all the support to bring me here today. And that's one of the things that I'm going to be talking about. Today's brief is to focus on learning first steps to unlock or unleash your personal abundance, tapping into the infinite resources that lie within you. And just recently, I had a birthday, not one of those milestones, but coming up to one of them. And when we have birthdays, we reflect probably a little more than we would on a normal day. And when I was reflecting, I thought, what is it in these times that I would like to do, be a part of? And what I would like to do this week is to share with you different nuggets, different tools to help you to tap into that abundant resource, that personal abundance. And I looked up the definition last night, or when I was preparing for this, of learn. And many times, words I will look up the definition of. And I think, my gosh, how common we use these words, but they really impact. So, to learn first steps, when we're learning to walk, we don't sit back and, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that. But as we get older, we tend to stay in that presence of, I got to learn all this. Well, learning, the definition is to gain or acquire knowledge of or skill in something by study, by experience, or being taught. And being taught, we can learn from history, not repeat history, learn from history. Have you ever talked to somebody or even caught yourself saying something, hearing something or reading something in the book, and you keep saying, I know, I know, I know? Well, when we hear this from others or ourselves, and I invite you to be aware of this, either we're not being open, there could be some resistance, friction, probably a little frustration, narrow thinking, and this can be a response and also a reaction. What blueprint, what autopilot are you going on? Looking at the rearview mirror, holding on to a belief, identity, a story that can create limitation coming from a lack or a stagnant mode, not abundant mode. I must say every day a phrase, a quote, and it's by Donald Rumsfeld. And I paraphrase it a little bit, but I'm going to read his quote. There's a no unknowns, things we know that we know. There are the known unknowns, things that we know we don't know. And there are also the unknown unknowns, things we do not know we don't know. And that's where I want you to be aware of the things that you know, things that you don't know, but invite you to that amazing space to take the first step. And it's not that you have to know it all. It's willing to go and learn, experience. You know, we've all heard the story about Albert Einstein. You know, how many times, I mean, look at how many things that he did not consider failures. It was feedback. Be kind to yourself. That's one good thing. But the first step to be aware of, in increasing awareness, being present in the moment, and each moment to go forth, equipped with these three components that I'm going to share with you. The first one is willingness. I have a Ruthism, and it's my willingness is my wisdom. How many times have we looked back and figured out the dots? Even when my husband passed away 4 years ago, because I do these tools, because I value these tools, they've helped me, and many others, is that lo and behold, I was able to look back even at that moment and see how I was prepared for that moment. Yes, it was a struggle. Yes, there was, things, but how grateful I was for the preparing. And I was able to go on. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Happy Sunday. And for people just joining in, again, my name is Ruth Kent, and I'm going over today what are some of the first steps that you can go forward today and every day forward to grow, to expand, and to come from a place of personal abundance. So one of the first steps I was on is willingness, never settle. I actually just recently bought a new phone, and I did not put it on there. And here on this phone, it says never settle. I go, got it. Be willing, have the willingness to grow, to learn, be creative, imagine, the willingness to be and do. There is a quote that I came upon, and it was one of those, I call it my blackboard with the white dot moments. I was going through bankruptcy. My marriage was questionable, and there was a lot of things going on. And all of a sudden, this note landed on my lap. Oh, it could be one of those God winks or just, serendipity. But what it said, Dear Ruth on the paper, start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. St. Francis of Assisi. That willingness is going to be ignited, grow, when we think about that phrase. But when we sit and say, I am, what can I do? Put yourself in the framework of movement, and know, again, that there is infinite possibilities, resources, yet for you to uncover within. Faith. Again, one day I was looking the definition of faith. Complete trust in something or someone. Not wishy-washy, not, may you say, half-ass. Believe there are solutions to everything. Be accountable to yourself. Be committed. There's a quote, and the program that I'm going to be sharing at the end is called Success Together Program. And we use the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And I would say out of this book of multiple pages, some 300, there is one page that if we do anything and get this, your life will change. And it's a quote by W.H. Murray. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Consider all acts of initiative and creation. There is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. A whole stream of events issues from the decision raising to one's favor all matter of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance which no man could have dreamt have come his way. That's available to each and every one of you. Mary Morrissey tells the story about when she was in surgery and she had that one possible belief. And she's living today on the graces of that mustard seed and sharing the hope and faith with others. Sage Levine. And I'm sure each one of you that are listening or that are going to hear this, you've had a moment yourself. Tap into that faith, that unshakable knowing. And last and not least, one of the tools, you have the willingness, faith. Place yourself in love and gratitude. You can't be in two places. Because when you're in love and gratitude, it's going to dissipate criticism, judgment, reality present conditioning. Also, okay, a little bit of that victim mentality. T. Harv Eker in his Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, which we go through, victim, examples of this are justification, blaming, and complaining. During the 10-week program, which I'm going to share with you later, there's a week where I ask each individual to stop, be aware of justification, blaming, and complaining. It's pretty revealing. Start with love and gratitude for who you are, where you're at, and embrace who you get to become. The definition of fear that I like to share is not false evidence appearing real. Mm-mm. It's facing everything and rise. Rise above it. Know that there's infinite options, choices. Be the master of your ship. And we're going to go into that later this week. Mastering your thoughts, your life. Every day, in every way, I get to be better and better. Start your day that way. End your day that way. Many people who know me, I have a phrase that I started a long time ago. And it was very revealing to me because at first I said it because it felt good. Then I realized that I was truly becoming this phrase. I was believing. And all of a sudden, a stranger, he said, "Ruth, how are you today?" And I said, "You know, sir, I am blessed and highly favored. And in fact, thank you, Kathy Basil, for this amazing cup." um, he said, "Yes, you are." You see, when you have that reflection back, you just go, wow. It gets you out of that 1% thinking conscious to really go into the resources and say, yes, we are, every moment. By taking 3 simple steps, start to connect with and tuning in to the abundance that's within, connecting to your true self, your best version of who you are, and as stated, who you get to become. Connect to the gifts, the skills, the talents, your imagination, your creativity. You know, they say if you're not growing, you're dead. Learn from nature. Keep feeding, fertilizing, watering your plant. T.R. Becker's has a quote in The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind book, and it says, "My inner world creates my outer world." Dalai Lama's quote, "When we feel love and kindness towards others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it helps us also to develop inner happiness and peace." Boy, do we need that today. Welcome not only to 2021, rather welcome each day. During the program Success Together, every time we gather every week for 10 weeks, what happens is that we start off with the gap. I encouraged the attendees, and I'm encouraging you, every night before you go to bed, take a big eraser so that you can start each day with a new day, a new canvas, and do the gap plus forgive. The gap is, what are you grateful for? What actions have you taken, and what do you plan to do tomorrow? And what are you proud of yourself for? And then forgive. Forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness, and be willing to forgive. Start, and I have to say, that is really going to help your sleep as well. Because you're going to bed with a sound, peaceful heart, to wake up, to embrace the creativity, the imagination, the possibilities, and your potential. T.F. Hugs says, "Making a dream into reality begins with what you have, not with what you are waiting on." You've got it. In fact, a dear friend sent a message today. You've got it. Yes. This week, I invite you to go within. And we're going to be taking different steps throughout the week, hopefully to share different nuggets and tools, and to become aware of not the negativator, but to listen to the motivator within. Monday, we're going to be talking about the mastery of your own life. Begin taking control by asking the right question. Be willing to ask that. Remember, going back to that willingness to ask questions of yourself. Have faith that you're going to have the answers to solutions. And be in the presence of love and gratitude. Tuesday, we're going to share a tool that is utilized in the program that makes this program a little different, than more unique, because the emotion code and the body code will help to go into the subconscious and release some of those files that are creating that old blueprint, not the one you want, the one that is autopilot or creating the life you have gotten, but you want a new blueprint. You want to keep growing, expanding. And using this tool along with the mastery of your own life, all this will go together. Then on Wednesday, you're going to meet a attendee of the Success Together and a dear friend, but an amazing, powerful woman, Kathy Wilkes, and discover from somebody that has experienced this work, but also um, her wisdom. Discover the tools, the supportive community, and my guidance during this time allowed her to create substantial life changes to achieve her abundance and to ignite in excitement that which is who she is, and to want to share this even more with the world. Thursday, we're going to step into changing the mindset, a little more help on that mastery. And we're going to go from the if, ands, or buts into yes and perspective. Open your mind to the possibilities of more than you can imagine. We're starting with a little bit of that today. And then Friday, we're going to go to AMA. And that does not stand for American Medical Association. And that's kind of a joke with me because my background, I actually had 47 years of healthcare, 41 years of intensive care trauma. And so AMA here means ask me anything. And I'm looking to have others with me to share with you a little more about this program, the Success Together. Let's go into that just a little bit. So first of all, Success Together program was created out of the observation and desire to connect individuals to their potential, their true self. I kept seeing in myself as well. I literally probably have spent 200,000 on retreats, books, programs online, as well as coaches to help me to be better, to connect, to believe that I can, to go beyond what I had that identity. And then I sat back and I said, this is a problem. Help me to know what I can do. And all of a sudden, the book came into my life again. Yes, it was on my shelf many times, but it came in at the right time. I was aligning with this opportunity. And all of a sudden, it was completely presented to me, the 10-week program, how to take this book into 10 weeks. You'll have a workbook to go with it, and you're going to have a chance, an opportunity to come into a safe community. And the reason it's 10 weeks, because then you have the time, the space, and the consistency, the repetition, and the transformation, the evolution to create new mindsets, new habits, new beliefs, and new blueprint to create the results. I have attended all these programs repeatedly, efforts, and felt like I have dotted my I's and crossed my T's. And this is why we have taken this program into the 10 weeks to provide that opportunity to truly be transparent, to evolve. It's like the caterpillar, and then you go the cocoon, and all of a sudden you become this butterfly, and you get to fly. You're going to have one-on-one sessions with me. We're going to go through a program called the Abundant Breakthrough Session. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to ask questions. Well, not only are we asking questions and trying to use the same thinking that got us here, but we're going to go in and use the emotion code and the body code to release the energy, the ties, the negative energy that is holding that in place, the glue, so that we can say, no, I not only am aware that I don't want this anymore, I know what I want. Tia Records says, and many people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. I really believe down inside we all do know what we want. You may be afraid, you may not believe, and sometimes are we willing? I know I had to ask myself those questions. So, through this program, this next 5 days, Monday through Friday, I hope to share these nuggets with you, invite you into a look at the program that may help you to even flourish, find the support, find the community. You know, right now, with the situations, to come into a community that, my goodness, to look at something positive within you, to have hope, to believe, that's exciting. And I'm offering you today to, if you sign up for the Success Together program, the gift that I have for you is $300 off the registration. And I believe 3 is a good number because that's the same belief that I have with how we come together during this Success Together group. It's you and I and power within, the divine, above, within, and around us. And believe in that power, that source that's in you. So 300 off, join me. But before I leave today, I want to leave you with the words, and I won't sing, I promise. I will leave that up to Renee Bondi. And by the way, if you listen to her song, Renee Bondi, it's Renee, and then Bondi, Bondi. And the lyrics to this song is Dream High. She's an amazing woman. She's a quadriplegic that sings these supportive songs to get up on your feet again, to walk. And she sings this song to her students. She's a music teacher. Now think about it. Cervical fracture, singing teacher. Yeah, she's a living miracle. And this is the song. Someday, every person on this earth, somewhere, everyone. Someday we will learn life, what life is worth, how precious is each birth. Everyone, though the dark and the clouds threaten every soul, look into your heart for what you need to know. If you're going to dream, dream high. Never let the fear of the unknown give you reason not to try. While I live, while I live, let me learn to give what's mine. And at the journey's end, you'll know the reason why. If you truly want to fly, dream high. People, some may fly beyond the stars. People, some may fall. But maybe if we believe who we are, though the distance seems too far, after all, never be denied. Reach for what is inside and look into the heart, in your heart, for what you need to find. So if you're going to dream, dream high. Never let the fear of the unknown give you reason not to try. While I live, let me learn to give what's mine. And at the journey's end, you'll know the reason why. If you truly want to fly, dream high. Continued blessings today. Remember, you are blessed and highly favored. Thank you for joining me this Sunday. Enjoy the day, and I look forward to talking to you on Monday. Blessings.